Guys, and welcome back to another video. And this time we're out driving the Mercedes EQE 500 for the very first time. I am doing this drive review directly because I have done in detail walk around at the launch of the EQE, where I explained every single feature about the car and how is it on the inside and outside. And we'll just focus on the driving part and what, of course, I have noticed as well after spending a day with it. Uh, this is, of course, an all-electric car which has a 90 kilowatt battery, makes around 400 bhp of power, 800 newton meters of torque, and all of that goes through an all-wheel drive system. What that does is gives you almost instant acceleration. That acceleration stands at a claimed 4.9 seconds to 100. We don't doubt that numbers one bit, but because this car is seriously fast off the line, there is just no traction loss, nothing whatsoever. This car just pulls ahead all the way till on a de-restricted segment it can, I'm pretty sure it can touch 200 very easily. This is a very powerful EV, just like any other EV that we've seen in India. From Mercedes-Benz, the EQS has already impressed us, and this continues to do so as well. In terms of charging, there is, of course, the AC charging and the DC charging. The DC charging is supported up to 180, and those chargers are found at Mercedes-Benz's retail outlets. So charging all of that big battery, just takes an hour and a half. Despite the battery is so huge, apart from the smaller EVs that we are also encountering nowadays. So great to see that 180 kilowatts is supported. You've got an inbuilt charger as well, so if you can charge at home, you won't be disappointed with a really low amount of speed that you get in certain vehicles. In terms of the most important part, the range, well, this is just touching the 500-kilometer mark in terms of tank to tank. It can do at max, let's say 600 if you're really careful with it. But once you're buying a car which is almost 1.5 crores, has a 0 to 100 run in just 4.9 seconds, a top speed of 200, you're not going to be that easy with this car, because the performance truly thrills you immediately. And that is really impressive. As always, refinement, of course, is brilliant. Despite the large tires, wind noise, and tire noise, all of that continues to be very low. And needless to say, there's hardly any powertrain noises coming in inside this car. Yes, there are EVs that have powertrain noises, but this definitely isn't one of them. In terms of handling, well, I think this body roll does exist to a certain extent. Steering feel and feedback is just about okay. uh, it is good enough for an EV and for a car of this size. At the same time, the ride quality can be a little bit extra stiff, and it can be a bit jumpy at times because it is quite stiff. It is running on 20-inch wheels after all. This has air suspension. It does keep the comfort aspect in check as much as possible, but I think there is still room for slight improvement in that area. I think the ergonomics also, while they are good, they can be a little bit fidgety to begin with, because the A pillars do come in your way from time to time, and I think that is something also we noticed while driving, that at roundabouts or something like that, where we do have a blind spot here. So that's that. Needless to say, there is three types of recuperation for the brakes. The brakes are good, and it's got strong, normal, and intelligent. That means that it will take over. And in terms of safety, you have it as forward collision warning and lane detect and lane pull warning, something that I encountered today morning very easily. While irritant rickshaw driver just came in from the left lane all the way to the right lane, and the car pulled itself to the mid lane. So it works, definitely works quite well, and it worked in a very nice and safe manner in that particular aspect. So really great. Forward collision warning, so obviously, is at test at every single time you are out in Mumbai. So needless to say, that works quite well. We've already seen that work a couple of times. 9 airbags in terms of safety, ABS, EBD, traction control, ESP, all of it is available to make sure that everything works well. You have 4 drive modes which make a world of a difference: eco, comfort, sport, and individual. And this is something that again make sure that your driving experience at least is quintessential Mercedes Benz. And let me show you something as well. Since I have an open patch here, it makes very futuristic noises while accelerating. So all of that with the HUD here, lighting up entirely. This is quite dramatic and futuristic, despite the fact that it's only an EV. So they've made sure that they have the legacy of the combustion engines, cars that over the last century, and they've been working their magic on this quite well. I wish. Uh, you know, it was a little bit less peaky in terms of drivetrain responses. They are too sensitive, and I think even in eco mode, one needs to get used to it quite easily. This wasn't the case in the EQS or the EQB, and I think this is the car that needs that fixing. Apart from that, I think that's how we would like to summon our time with the EQE here. If we get more time with it, I will definitely let you know more about it. Right now, we are pretty much covering all the aspects. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media and our website for everyday updates. Until then, goodbye.